Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the wonderful work that we do here. If you're new around here, please subscribe, like, comment below, all that good stuff. Would love your opinions and wonder about the content. And if you are new, we try to be here as often as we can. We've got over 750 audios and a variety of topics available for your listening pleasure. We try to update this several times per week, sometimes daily, depending on my schedule. My schedule is constantly a moving target, so that can always be an interesting challenge. Some days it's 2 or 3 days in between. Other days we're here every day. But in any event, signs that you are emotionally strong is the topic of this particular audio. Would love to be of assistance to people that are trying to strengthen their emotions or emotional awareness, emotional IQ. If that's you, please feel free to reach out. There's a couple of ways to do that. You can do it through Twitter at PO Perception, or you can do it on here, right here on YouTube in the About Me section. You can get to my website and all sorts of other wonderful things. So, what are some signs that you have more emotional strength than the average person, and or that you may need to kind of look at yourself differently in the nature of emotional feedback? So the first thing is emotional expression. You're comfortable expressing all emotions in a way that doesn't negatively affect other people on purpose. Obviously, we can't protect against hurting people, without meaning to, and certainly there are things that we need to do in order to kind of balance things out. But the fact of the matter is, if we are able to express our emotions without being, negative or harsh or cruel or anything like that, it's a sign that generally we have better than average emotional strength, because finding a way to use our words appropriately without bringing pain to people unnecessarily is a sign of maturity, but it's also a sign of emotional strength and emotional control. The next thing is controlling one's emotions. Obviously, there are always times for almost anybody where they want to lash out, where they want to be harsh, where they want to be critical of another person, where they want to tell a person about themselves because a person isn't being kind or honest or forthright or whatever. But the ability to use discernment when doing that, and understanding that in doing it you won't really get anywhere in the long run anyway, is a very important thing. For a lot of people, this level of emotional control takes sometimes months, years, or even decades to learn, and also understanding when to let things go is an important part of that process. The next is the ability to take feedback on how you are behaving, on the wonder that is behavior in general, and always kind of talking about, how we can improve, but also not taking it personally when a person doesn't see our full value or doesn't see the nature of that value. It can be extremely difficult and lead to struggle when having these types of issues kind of take over. Being able to find outlets for creativity is also a sign of emotional strength. Sometimes being able to find these outlets for negative emotions is the difference between being able to make strong, intelligent, wise, long-term decisions and lashing out at people in a way that will negatively affect relationships and ultimately lead to struggles that are both unnecessary and unhealthy. The next thing is willingness to apologize and be sincere about it. It's easy to say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then walk away, but to understand how you negatively affected a person with your actions or words, and to show true remorse as best you are capable. Obviously, different people have different expectations for the level of remorse that a person shows, and being able to discern whether a person is serious about the remorse they're showing can be difficult, but the willingness to do that is one of the most important things that a person can have if they're trying to balance their emotions and show strength. There's a certain level of courage to admitting when we are wrong that a lot of people are afraid to do because they look vulnerable, but vulnerability and strength can go hand in hand if we allow them to. focusing on self-improvement and always being kind to ourselves while always also trying to find ways to improve our quality of life and perceptions of the world around us and make the world a better place is another sign of emotional maturity, understanding that we are never perfect, but we are never intended to be, and growing in ways that are helpful, but also letting go of things that are not helpful and being able to discern the two is important. Emotional strength also comes in the form of doing new things, trying new things, and being willing to be around new people. The variety of new, as well as just the opportunity for brand new experiences, can be super valuable. And the last one is kindness wherever we can go and take it. So, being willing to be kind and sacrifice our time, our energy, our efforts, and our thoughts towards a person who is maybe struggling or just maybe needs a listening ear or something of that value can be super valuable and extremely helpful, and ultimately is a sign of emotional strength. So again, I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.